saying some off camera, off recording, whatever the heck. You've been saying some kind of crazy things about Law and Kidd. Might as well get into it.
Law is fodder.
Dang.
For a Law to go from fighting Big Mom, one of the four emperors. One of the five emperors. She's out. She was feared by a lot of people, and for him to fight a newly Emperor Blackbeard and get fodderized in a way that he did. Ship, submarine, whatever you want to call that, sink into the bottom of the ocean. Crew, nowhere to be found. They're drowning. Beppa taking a pill, transforming, just to buy them some time for them to escape. Paddling away is crazy to me.
Okay, well, look here. Now, while I agree, the Law definitely has some booty butt showings, just in general, like, cause after Dressrosa, why was he the same bounty as Luffy? I don't know. He clearly was way weaker than Luffy, but he got carried there because Luffy had to take out the big bad. And against Big Mom, he put in a lot more work against Big Mom, but like even then, it's like
Big Mom was literally saying Law is the reason why she's getting mollywopped on. She didn't mention Kid once. She mentioned Law though.
Well, she said that his attack was the stupidest to deal with because Kid's just punching her while Law's doing some weird trigonometry inside of her body. Hitting her from all the angles she didn't know existed.
And don't even get me started on Law's crew. Law's crew is a bunch of fodder nobodies. They get to the new world and they get stomped out, mollywopped, ship destroyed.
Okay,
drowning.
Yeah. Let me stop this Law slander fest. Cause I ain't the biggest Law fan. Just never liked him that much after Dressrosa. I just felt like he just kind of was doing nothing. Like he was just kind of existing, being there. I liked him in Punk Hazard and Dressrosa a lot, but afterwards I was just like, whatever. But it was Law's crew versus Blackbeard plus 3 commanders from Blackbeard's crew and a horse. I don't know what the horse does for all this, but the horse was there. Okay, don't discount Stronger. Anyway. They didn't get fodderized. At the end of the fight, you see Blackbeard walking up the hill, and Blackbeard is wheezing. He is struggling to breathe. That means Law did some good damage to him.
Blackbeard always
even in the manga, like a lot of times after Blackbeard gets hit, he goes huff puff, huff puff. This one, and even in the manga, it said wheeze. That means he is struggling to breathe. He's not out of breath. He is struggling to breathe himself. So Law and the anime cleared this up because in the manga you only see Burgess with damage, but all of Blackbeard's crew took some damage. They're all dirty. They all got scuff marks on them.
Yes, they sold their clothes, but they're still all standing up.
That's as a Law having a crew with 0 bounty, basically. I mean, basically a crew full of choppers. They have no bounty, bro, at all. But for that, hey man, they did pretty good. They was managed to scuff them, etc. Also, you can't expect the Law to go from like 2v1ing, barely beating Big Mom, to 1v1ing Blackbeard. Nah, not happening. Not happening. It's Blackbeard, big beard.
I thought he was gonna be like Luffy and be able to do squabbles 1-on-1, but I was wrong.
You did squabble 1-on-1. You just can't win.
Ain't that the truth? And then we go to Kidd.
Law's a known loser, bro.
All right. I'll give you
His
Law.
only win.
But
His only win is Virgo.
we go to Kid. Kid.
Now
Kid
look,
had. He has been cocky.
don't do it. Don't say
He
it.
has. He came in, wanted to do a Daft Punk off rip,
I said a
and
Daft Punk. That's funny. On continue.
he straight up got fodderized in point one second. Quickest fodderization I ever seen in my life.
That was indeed a quick fodderization.
It if we had to quantify the fodderization that I seen, it brings me back to if you ever watch wrestling and you seen Kane versus Chavo Guerrero. It was one of those. It was a mollywop.
Not Chavo. Oh man, that's funny. It
We
it
see
was really bad. I think this might be. I think the kid episode chapter, like it kind of makes sense that like cocky kid who's about to like just like mercilessly nuke the fodder that challenged him, and kill them all. Like it kind of makes sense that like, oh, this person who is this evil, would get nuked and would get embarrassed like that. That like makes sense, literally, kinda, but also it makes no sense that this guy
we
who is able to fight with Big Mom and whatnot is gonna get caught off guard and like one shot like that. Like it's like you hyped up this fight for 2 chapters, and you're telling me we don't get no fight. We just get a divine departure. Like I feel like chapter 1079, episode 1112, which when this happened, this makes me dislike Shanks so much. Cause every time Shanks pulls up, all he does is he's gonna do something cool or say something cool and then walk away. And that's what he did in this. He came over, did something cool by like one shotting him, doing a divine departure, doing a Roger move, and then left. And it's like, dude, can you do anything else?
seen Shanks be a OG. That's what we seen Shanks
Can
do.
you do anything else though besides single
No, no,
attacks and walk away?
no. Don't blame. No, we're not blaming. This is not. We're not blaming Shanks.
No, it's
What
not
we
blaming him.
seen.
I just think this is like some failing of writing. Like it is the final saga. Oda said it himself. We still don't know anything Shanks can do. We've seen him block an attack and do that divine departure. That's all he's done.
We
And do
seen
some Wi-Fi hockey.
what we seen was we seen Kid go from being Shanks beating him already, cutting off his arm
Well, Shanks
to
didn't even do that.
Shanks didn't cut off Kid's arm.
No,
Who was
it was
that?
according to Volume 4 billion, it was most likely Beckman, but there's no guarantee.
All right. We seen Kid wanted to squabble with Shanks, and then we seen his arm get cut off. We don't know who did it. I'm just gonna assume Shanks did it, but
No, like we they say in the episode that Kid's never even seen Shanks in person.
oh,
Like the last time he tried to challenge Shanks, he didn't even make it to Shanks. His
that's
crew
even.
stopped him.
You're just proving my point even further.
Hey man,
We
Beckman's
we
like that, bro.
we
Stop.
seen a kid that had the thought about trying to fight Shanks, get mollywop, losing an arm. Then we seen Kid become a slave after he lost to Kaido.
He was not a slave. He was a prisoner. Okay, don't do that, bro. Man, just added extra stuff on him, bro. Man, trying to drag his name through the dirt.
We seen Kid fight Big Mom, couldn't do it himself. Had to fight with Law, tag team style, handicap match. We seen that they won. Then we see Kid coming on his shit, taking all the metal off his shit, getting the cannon ready, charging it up, about to blow 15 ships away, and get divine departure, knocked out. His first commanders down. They're both unconscious. Fodderized.
Killer was technically awake, but
No.
also no. He
Fodderized.
was. He was awake. He said something, but also Okay, look, and all that. Just know Shanks had to off guard Kid.
Oh no.
Kid didn't know that attack was coming because Shanks was all the way back at the island. He was like, "Bring out
How
Shanks."
how much is Kid's bounty right now?
It was
Or,
at 3 mil or 3 bill.
if you're over 1 billion berries, you should be ready for the squabble anytime.
He was ready for the squabble. He just wasn't ready for Shanks to. What it looks like in the manga anyway is that Shanks just jumps from the island and does the divine departure. In the anime, they have it where Shanks runs across the ships, but even then, it's like Kid when Shanks pulls up, Kid is surprised that Shanks pulled up right there. So
We
honestly, it's
we
Shanks had to off guard him. Shanks knew that if it was a real fight, he would not have done that
no,
well.
no. Shanks used future sight. And
Shanks would have won. He would have won. Not saying that Kid would have beat him, but it would have been a good fight. And he did not want that good fight smoke.
Shanks used future sight and saw what Kid was about to do and
I know that yeah. All I'm saying is Kid
pulled up
doesn't have future sight.
and pulled up right before he could get the blast off and used a divine departure.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll give him that.
he off
Now,
guarded him, bro. Man, hey man, look, tell Shanks to fight fair.
now, Shanks is loved by all. Mild mannered. We only seen him really get mad when talking about Blackbeard.
He gets mad all the time.
No, 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 no,
He's
no,
been
no.
mad like 4 different times in the series, man. Come on,
We
bro. You don't recognize all 10 of Shanks's appearances? Come on, bro.
What makes it even worse, the crew of a person that thinks he rivals a Captain Kidd. His crew is begging Shanks for it. No, Shanks, no, no, Shanks, no, don't kill
That
us. No,
that
Salt, no.
it's like literally the worst chapter of One Piece, bro. Cause ain't no way you're
Begging,
telling me Kid's crew, like
begging
Kid's
for their
ruthless crew,
lives.
Kid's ruthless crew would be begging for his life like that and just hand over their road poneglyphs. There's no chance you're telling me his crew is like that. Like I think
The,
that chapter is so butt.
his crew, it literally shows if you, if you new to this and ain't true to this, you don't belong here.
Nah, that don't even matter, man. Ain't no way his crew just gave up
Begging
like that and was like, "Here, spare my captain. Here, take this poneglyphs, etc." Bro, it's so butt. It's like, huh? Bro, yeah,
his
I just think his crew was taken out so. Oh my, man.
his crew didn't even try to squabble with Shanks. They out there begging on their knees, handing over poneglyphs, throwing away their captain's dreams and future.
Right?
Not
They
to
said, "F my
mention,
captain."
not to mention the two giants in Elbath destroying Kidship. Just to, and not to, it's bad enough that Kid is knocked out after getting divine departure, like when Goku hit Kelfo with a Kamehameha to the face. It's worse that your crew's begging for their lives, and then the ship is destroyed. That's two supernova whose story's basically over. Their ship's destroyed. This crew is fodderized. Their pride as captains is tarnished. I don't care that there's nothing that could be brought up again that makes me think Kid or Law is on Luffy's level in any way. Not, I don't think whose level are they on in Luffy's crew. They're Usopp tier, in my opinion. Skittles, do you disagree?
I mean, they're definitely not on Luffy's literal level, like
They're
power
they're
level.
they're
But as
they're,
I
they're
mentioned
not
in
on
Dressrosa,
Zoro's.
I what?
They're
Nah.
not on Zoro's. They're not on Sanji's. They're not on Jinbei's. They're Usopp level.
Oh, we
I'm
trolling.
sorry.
My bad. I know we was all trolling.
they,
Man
they,
said
they
Usopp level. Man said they're not on Jinbei level. Alright, man.
Even Usopp squabbled with Luffy before, but
Zoro
you know,
couldn't, man.
they,
Zoro is getting done dirty by Kid. Kid is gonna take his sword and beat him on the head with it.
that he should have did that to Shanks.
Well, he got off guarded. Tell Shanks to fight fair next time, bro.
Tell
But
tell kid to, tell kid to gain some hockey.
oh god, just get some future sight, man. He won't need that against Zoro though.
Now this brings me into my next point. Does One Piece need to have another time skip? In my opinion, based off this Law and Kid fight, what's happening in this final saga of the upcoming arcs, I don't think Luffy's crew is well equipped for the type of squabbles that's gonna be had. Okay, we got Luffy has Gear 5. He's able to fight squabble on his own. We got Zoro getting Enma. Doesn't have a black blade yet. He doesn't have a black blade yet. We got Sanji tapping into his genes. Not in full control all the way.
He seems to be more so now, but I don't know. It's
We
hard to
got
tell.
we got Jinbei, always a good 6 man. Always comes out to the squabble.
The UEF
Fearless.
man himself. But
Now we need for Usopp, Frankie, Chopper. There's no reason why Chopper should still have like 1,000 berry bounty. Like we understand it's a gag, but come on, this is the final. This is where the big boys is out to play now. People's making moves. This is no time for play right now. I think the rest of Luffy's crew, Robin needs to get some type of hockey. Usopp, we see the glimpses of the future sight. We need it in full effect now.
I don't think they need a time skip. I just think Oda needs
We
to
we
write more with the Straw Hats
we
because
don't need to.
he doesn't.
It doesn't even have to be on screen time skip. It doesn't. We don't have to see what happens like in the last one.
Well, time skip
It
is always off
it
screen.
it, it but we've seen them training in the last one. And this one, it could be off screen. Luffy finally meets up with Shanks. Shanks teaches Luffy more about hockey and all that to get him fully equipped in what's about to happen.
Oh, you writing a fanfic? I got you.
Everybody gets this. He he teaches their whole crew how to use hockey the proper way. Usopp meets his dad. Father son. He teaches his son about.
And you want that all to happen off screen?
Yeah. It could be like that, but
You want Luffy and Shanks to reunite after 1,100 chapters off
no,
screen.
no, no. They can meet on screen and all that party, barbecue, yo ho ho ho. That yeah, they could do all that on screen.
Well, you think
I'm
they're about
telling
to fight that's so much stronger than like Kaido, where they need to get a time skip?
Blackbeard, the elders, emu. I don't think
See,
they're
we
ready.
caught him. We caught him. We
I,
caught him.
I don't think in those and what's coming up. I
No,
don't
you're
think
caught. You're caught. You don't have to say it because you in there said Blackbeard. So when Law loses to Blackbeard, he's fodder. He sucks. But according to you, Blackbeard's above Kaido. Look at you.
he's not.
Nah, stand 10 toes.
I
We caught,
I got
we caught the
I got
slanderers.
I got them on the same tier. The only fact being, Luffy might be able to beat Blackbeard in the squabble, but Kid and Law, they had to jump Big Mom, and Big Mom is weaker than Kaido.
Weekend and
They
Kaido
had
is
to.
insane, but that's whatever.
So your Big Mom's not weaker than Kaido.
No,
Skittles. Big Mom's not weaker than Kaido.
No.
I don't think you heard what I said, right?
Oh, you don't want to do this, bro. Well, come on now. We
Big,
both know you're
big,
not winning this argument here. As
Big
the number one
Mom,
Big Mom fan, you're not winning this one.
Big Mom is not weaker than Kaido.
No.
All right.
They fought for 3 days. Kaido had hybrid mode. Big Mom had only one homie.
I don't think Kaido was taking this serious, but
It doesn't matter if he was taking it serious. He said, "I'm going to kill you," and she was like, "I'd like to see you try." And then they fought for 3 days. Big Mom did not have all of her homies. She did not have Zeus, and she did not have Prometheus. She only had her sword. So she was nerfed. And she didn't do that thing where she amped herself by 1 year. She's better than him.
nah.
It also makes more sense for her to be better than him because Law and Kidd, Luffy is able to overpower Kaido at the end, but Law and Kidd, like together, barely overpower Big Mom. It doesn't make sense for Luffy to be as strong as Law plus Kidd, because obviously they're supposed to be closer together narratively.
Well, not after what we just seen. Fodderization. Not after what we just seen. We just seen two people that we thought was big
But if
top
Law
tier
can,
names.
can injure Blackbeard and whatnot, and make Blackbeard struggle in the fight, that means he'd have to be somewhere near Luffy if you have Luffy and Blackbeard in the same tier.
But Blackbeard doesn't fight one on jumps people.
He didn't jump them. It was like a 4v10 or 4v20 something.
Yeah, Blackbeard never fights fair. He doesn't take fights. He doesn't think he can win.
Yeah, he thought he could win. What I'm saying is that Law was able to do a good amount of damage to Blackbeard, and Blackbeard is on the same tier as Luffy. So Law should be able to do a decent amount of damage to Luffy.
Alright. Now
Look at that. Yeah, see how I just convinced him right there, just like that? Look, can we get some poggers in the chat? Let me calm down. But I convinced him just like that. See, this is why I am known as the One Piece guy. Tekking who? Never heard of him.
Can we both agree that Law at this point in the story, Law and Kidd should not be getting fodder like how they did? We can both agree on that, right?
Law didn't get fodderized.
All right.
So yeah, Law should not be getting fodderized. He didn't.
Kidd should not be getting fodderized in the manner
Kidd was Kidd was off guard, and also Kidd should not be getting fodderized. You're absolutely correct. I think that was some terrible writing on Oda's part. Man had him dispatched fast as heck, and it's like,
so you telling me
why we been focusing on him for so long just for him to get taken out of the story like this?
So you talking Kidd can dodge a upon departure?
It's not about dodging. It's like he could defend against it somehow or something. Like he might be able to defend and lessen the damage, etc.
Couldn't use Conqueror's code and then block.
He obviously doesn't have Conqueror's coding. He doesn't need that though.
So he fodder.
Because he doesn't have Conqueror's coding?
Thanks. At this point.
Oh man, Mihawk fodder too. Come on, say it.
I ain't seeing enough.
Nah. Mihawk ain't got Conquerors. Come on, say it.
I ain't seeing enough.
Oh, look at him. Look at him.
Him and Shake supposed to be on the same tier.
Oh, that was 12 years ago.
That's back when Shanks had 2 arms. Now he got 1. Fodder can't get foddered by a nigga with 1 arm. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah, we just gonna move right on past all this BS, man. Man's done pushed so many agendas rapid fire back to back.